Mateo. Parents Francesca Irizarry and Raul Vasquez. Drew Brooks. Deidre and Andy Brooks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Friday Night Football here at historic Crocker Field in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. It is Senior Day, and it is homecoming here. I'm John Gugerty, joined by Dave Clark. Mike Flynn will be with us here shortly. And Dave, it's always one of our favorite days of the year, Senior Day here at Crocker Field.
Yes, thanks, John, and welcome, Mike, and everyone out there at FATV. I think before we get into that, we've got to discuss the steeple that's in front of us here. It's green.
It is green.
And we're trying to find out why it's green.
Well, you're a steeple person.
It blends in with the trees.
You're supposed to be on top of this stuff.
That's what you want in an illuminated church steeple. You want camouflage, right?
Beautiful. At any rate, we are here at Crocker Field. Beautiful night for high school football. A little cool, but no wind to speak of. And the Red Raiders and the Crusaders of Groton-Dunstable. And talk a little bit about Fitchburg High School last week. A team that I always thought, for some odd reason, gives them fits. And that's Westboro, and Westboro really did a number on them last week.
Yeah, for some odd reason, after coming off that big win we did here 2 weeks ago against Marlboro, they came out totally flat against Westboro last week and got their hat handed to them 35-7, and really probably ended their playoff run with that loss, because I don't think they can make it now.
But as they recover from that 35-7 defeat, Dave, they do take on the winless Crusaders today. Groton-Dunstable without a win yet on the 2018 campaign.
Yep. And right now, as you see in front of us, Tom DiGeronimo, the head coach of the Red Raiders, greeting players and parents on a special day for them. They're only going to have it once, and so it's good that I think Coach DiGeronimo goes right up and takes his time and says a few words to each parent.
Oh, absolutely. You know, for some of these guys, obviously, you know, this just being the high school level, they're going to go on, play at, you know, Fitchburg State University or another college, you know, D3, D2 for some guys. But for other guys, this is the end of the line. This is the last real competitive football game they're going to play. And there's emotion there, obviously. And this is, you know, we talk about it when we do the Senior Day festivities at Elliott Field for the Falcons, and it's the same thing here at Crocker with the Red Raiders. This is a really special day.
Well, it's kind of odd because it's really not going to be their last game here. They will play probably a game in early November.
True.
Due to that goofy playoff schedule they use now.
Goofy's one word for it.
I was cleaning it up. I wanted to use something much more harsh. But,
right.
So we expect Fitchburg to have another home game, and then, of course, they'll play on Thanksgiving against Leominster, but that's on the road. They don't have the senior ceremonies on Thanksgiving anyway.
Right. If they did the senior festivities on Thanksgiving, we'd be here at 5:30 in the morning.
We'd still be here, yeah. So tonight it's combined, senior night and homecoming.
Yeah, it makes it look like a lot of people here tonight. You've got the football team over to our right, and they are in a... Are we going to decide what color helmet that is?
That's going to be maroon.
Maroon.
Okay.
It's good, yeah.
With the white pants, and on the far side, a black, a navy, a heavy black.
Seniors and their parents, please.
As Chris Woods with a congratulatory and introduction here at Crocker Field.
And as the Senior Day festivities wrap up, we're going to step aside, take a little bit of a break, but don't go anywhere. It's going to be live football action, Friday Night Football, right here on FATV.
Welcome to Crocker Field, home of the Fitchburg Red Raiders. Tonight, the seniors will be taking the field one last time, for it is senior night. Last time at Crocker Field, the Red Raiders took on Marlboro. This game would be a low-scoring fight to the end. Fitchburg struck first on the ground. After opening up the run game, senior quarterback Brooks threw a strike, setting up a touchdown for the freshman standout running back Anthony Aquindo, putting the Red Raiders up 14-0 in the first half. Marlboro then answered with a big touchdown drive just before the end of the first half. Both defenses would tighten up, forcing multiple turnovers. Eventually, Fitchburg would put together a successful end of the third quarter drive, coming away with 3 points, making it a 2-score game. Marlboro would again answer through the air, making it a 3-point game. The Panthers would get the ball last, but the Red Raiders defense stepped up and forced a 4-and-out inside the 20-yard line, giving the Red Raiders a 17-14 victory. The following week, the Red Raiders ran into the brick wall of Westboro. The Fitchburg offense struggled, while the Westboro offense would go on to score 35 points to Fitchburg's 7. Red Raiders return home tonight with a special glow in the air. It's senior night. Groton-Dunstable will be in town and hunt for their first win of the season in a strong late second half finish. One last time, putting on the Fitchburg Red Raider red, taking the field under the Crocker lights in front of a full home crowd, playing shoulder to shoulder with the same guys since day one. Red Raiders are taking the field. It's senior night here at Crocker Field. It's your Fitchburg Red Raiders taking on the Groton-Dunstable Crusaders here on FATV.
Back out here again at Crocker Field. Dave Clark along with Mike Flynn and John Gogarty and a little zoom back.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look nice?
It does.
As you're coming up Main Street in the Upper Common, there it is. It's right there.
It's a good shot.
Should have our national anthem in just a few moments. Unlike the buses that we've had the last couple of weeks, Westboro was here in plenty of time.
Groton-Dunstable was here too.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But, yeah, Groton-Dunstable's here early.
Well, there are only about 15 Crusaders to transport, so it's an easier job.
Yeah, we always kind of thought that everybody thinks is, they're a soccer school, right?
They were in a Volkswagen bus.
I mean, but that's been what they've said about them for a long, long time, and they've always had pretty good soccer teams. So that tradition continues. Sean Sweeney says, this year, Okay,
Well,
I take back what I said.
He's our resident soccer guy because he was watching the Revolution last night instead of the Red Sox.
I was covering the Revolution. So
He was covering
Same
the
thing.
Revolution. Now, granted, he could have been covering the Revolution and watching the Red Sox, but, that would have been bad.
Did they tie again for the 77th time this year?
No, they lost for the 94th time.
Okay. They have more ties than wins.
They had a goal. They had a game here yesterday. I'm talking with Coach Kazenza about it, and I said, "Geez, how was it?" He says, "It's cold." And they managed to win there. They managed to win both games.
I bet he's not wrong.
No, he's tonight. Beautiful night though, but the last couple of nights have been a little nasty.
Yeah, today's beautiful. It's a nice afternoon, a little breezy.
Oh yeah, that's a nice picture.
Over to you, Dave.
Don't know about some of the people in there, but
That's why we don't go on camera.
that's right. I did want to. I don't know if we've got enough time for this, but maybe I will, and we can get in as much as we can about this. But sad to hear about the passing of Tony Ilario. Tony was a longtime teacher here at Fitchburg High School. Also a girls softball coach, girls basketball coach. And I can remember always thinking that here was this guy, Tony, and I'd watch him when Exaris played. Xerox used to play M&M, right?
Big when city softball they had a fast pitch back in the 60s and late early 70s. Yeah, he was, those guys, that was like legendary softball.
Oh, that was the best. And every time they had a game like that, it was big doings down at Coolidge Park. And Tony was usually in the middle of it. I never really you know, I thought to myself when he got appointed the job, I says, I don't know. You know, he's used to, you know, coaching the girls and that kind of thing, and I wonder how he's going to adjust. As it was, he was fabulous as a coach.
Yeah, he had some good years with the softball team. I think he took the basketball team a couple times to the district championship. And so he had some good teams back in the day. And, you know, Tony had a really gruff exterior if you didn't know him.
Right.
But once you got to know him, there was the other side of Tony. And so sorry to see him. And condolences to his family.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I don't know exactly what we're waiting for, but...
Well, I think things ended early, and it's still only 4 minutes of 7, so neither team has come out of their locker room yet.
The Raiders just went in maybe 2-3 minutes ago.
Groton-Dunstable across the way is ready to go.
Yeah, they're just sitting there. They're ready to go. But it does give us a chance, of course, to mention that if you should happen to know anyone, obviously if you're in town in Fitchburg, we encourage you to come on down to Crocker Field. But if you should know anyone in the Groton area or just anywhere in this world who wants to watch Friday Night Football, we encourage you to go over to fatv.org. And of course, live streaming is always available.
Coming up at halftime, there'll be a brief ceremony, very, very brief, we hope, just as a thank you for people that helped out putting the new concession stand together.
Now, do you want that to be brief because you're going to be part of it and you just can't handle the attention?
In some cases, that's absolutely correct. But there is going to be that, and we can give you some information about some availability of some books that are still out there. We have, I think they said they're going to put in 80 new bricks. So probably until after, spring.
So they've expanded the original footprint.
Yeah, they're going to figure out John Cordio, and he did such a great job with this, but John has got to refigure things out a little bit. I'll tell you, we had one of these meetings, and I thought to myself, this ain't going to work. But it did, and it came out great. So if you're down here at Crocker Field, as you walk in, you can't miss it. It's right in front of you.
Yeah, it seems like every week we come in for a game, there's another half dozen names who've just been chiseled in there, and right now it's almost to the point where there are more gray bricks than there are red. Yeah. So it's definitely been a successful promotion, and it's good to see a little bit more money coming in for the Crocker Field Restoration Committee.
And here come the Red Raiders on this homecoming night. Of course, their bench is right in front of us, led by their head coach, Tom DiGeronimo. And now it's Groton-Dunstable on the far side. And we'll have the tossing of the coin, and we'll have the national anthem coming your way in just a moment.
One thing I noticed as the Raiders come out, they'll be without the services tonight of Will Vargo, senior lineman playing on both sides of the ball. We've called his name a few times. He's been an impact player on the Raider offense, and unfortunately he's out there with the crutch tonight, so they don't let you use that if you're going to play football. No.
Only if you're a professional wrestler.
Yeah, that's right.
I think I also saw 88, who was the punter. He's not dressed either.
Noel Concepcion, who has been doing the punting for the Raiders.
Doing a heck of a job kicking.
Yeah, he has been.
So he's down here in street clothes, so you have to use the backup punter tonight. Bob Bonte is not a referee tonight, so he won't be yelling at people over the microphone.
Always a good thing.
Oh, it's true.
That was funny.
Coach Bonte was a longtime coach at Pittsburgh State College. He was there for a long time.
Yeah. Groton-Dunstable wins the toss and elects to defer. So the Red Raiders will get the ball first.
chance for them to take a step on their first possession toward improving on the 7 points they put up last week.
And when they come out, they'll be led by their quarterback, number 15, Andrew Brooks.
Don't know if we have our referee mic'd up tonight.
Don't believe so.
Wow. That's always an entertaining part of the game.
I like that. I do. I like that.
When it works, it's amazing.
Well, I can
And when
imagine. I can imagine that most of these guys aren't used to having to use one.
Right, yeah.
Of course, when it doesn't work, you get the entertainingness of the referee fumbling with his
Yeah,
mic
trying
back
to find the button to turn it on.
Exactly.
Click.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this
Oh, here we go.
time, please, once again, we ask you, please rise.
National anthem coming your way.
For the playing of our national anthem.
That's the Pittsburgh Marching Band and the national anthem. And we're just about ready to get going here. By the way, a comeback I returned. If you get down here quick enough, Mr. Cucchiero is back in town.
Mr. C is in the house tonight. Yep.
And Mr. C hot dogs are available. So if you're down at Boulder or someplace like that, you want a hot dog, come on down.
Absolutely. And if you are at the Boulder and you're making deliveries, I'll have a screwdriver.
I don't believe that's legal.
There's only one way to find out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. It's just an honest.
Ignorance is a defense, right?
Sure.
Sure. Besides, most of the cops in the state are still up in orange because I was stuck behind them trying to get in here today. It'll be fine. But it looks like we are just about underway. Ben Furman, the sophomore, will kick it away for the Crusaders.
The squib kick takes a couple of hops, still around, and I don't know, no indication. Now the referees say it'll be Pittsburgh ball. Yeah, that thing was moving around pretty good down there. I don't know if we're going to...
Fallen on by the Raiders back at their own 18-yard line.
We're going to see our instant replay at work today or not. We'll have to...
That thing took forever.
It looked like everybody was looking for a room service hop to pick it up, and nobody got one. And finally, they were able to fall upon it. But as John said, way back at the 18-yard line.
Some familiar faces wearing striped shirts that you'll see throughout the night. Handoff going to the right side and getting a pretty good pickup.
Anthony Akendo, the ball carrier for the Raiders.
That was Aquendo on the carry.
Got about 4 yards. Call it second down and 6.
Second down and 5. Right up the middle, and it looks like he might have got a first down. He crawled over the 60 yard line. And are they going to give him the first down?
Yeah, Andrew Brooks.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Andrew Brooks on the keeper.
We'll take a look at this one again. Tim Stark makes a touchdown-saving tackle there. Grabbed Brooks by the ankle.
Across the side of the Groton-Dunstable side of things, up to the 35-yard line.
Kendo's getting yardage in big chunks thus far. Had a 5-yard carry the first time he touched the ball, giving 7 here. Brendan Ferrari made the hit for the Crusaders.
Coming to the near side, in trouble, cuts it up. Stays in front of the Fitchburg bench. Now he's running out of control. Looks like he wanted to throw it. And he's running down the far sideline. And he may go all the way. And down about the 5-yard line.
That was amazing. Luis Alderando had to run, what, like 200 yards on this play?
It seemed like 200. It took him forever. You see here that Groton-Dunstable really has the play sniffed out pretty well. And Alderando has to reverse, pivot out, and go all the way back across the field to get down to the Groton-Dunstable 14-yard line.
It's officially a 47-yard gain for Alderando.
We'll see if we can line that up for you. But first, right down to the goal line and down to the 5-yard line, inside the 5-yard line.
There's Okendo.
That's good for another Raider first down. First and goal at the 1 now. Pittsburgh High's going no huddle.
Straight power here, right up the middle. Okendo just picks his way through the Groton-Dunstable defense. And he hits around the 2.
Now Brooks on the keeper, just trying to get it across the line. I think they're going to mark him down short. See there, the nose of the ball just tickling the goal line.
Pittsburgh again, not a hurry up, but they go to the line of scrimmage, and that keeps Groton-Dunstable from substituting.
Brooks calling signals. Turnaround give, straight up the middle. And
Touchdown.
still waiting for some hands to go up. I never saw the hands go up, but clearly it was a touchdown. And Fitchburg leads 6-0.
Man, just like that, the Raiders march downfield. They enforce their will on the Crusaders. Obviously, the big play, the 47-yard run by Luis Alderando, but Anthony Okendo, you see him there. He was the workhorse on that drive. And now we'll get the extra point attempt.
Get the extra camera, too. Let's see what it does. Kick is up, and did he hit it, or did he sneak it in?
Right into your living room.
He got it in there. I'll tell you. 7-0 Fitchburg High School with the lead.
Now, that's for next season. Next season, that camera's going to be in 3D.
Oh, good.
That's not actually true. I didn't promise
Do you
that.
have to have glasses for it to work?
No, of course not. It'll be 2019.
It's virtual.
Mr. Touchdown, queued up and ready to go.
Okendo, touchdown one more time for you. Just a touchdown in the back.
Boy, that Mr. Touchdown, as the kids would say, it snaps.
It's an oldie but a goodie. I'm sure Coach DiGeronimo happy with that drive after last week's ugly game down at Westboro.
Kicks it away, end over end, sailing down to the 12-yard line. Straight up the middle to the, he was short of the 30-yard line.
Ball came out at about the 28-yard line, but the Crusaders were able to fall on it. I think that's Dougie Tompkins made the return there. Nope, my apologies. It's Tim Stark, the junior.
Fitchburg Red Raiders. Tonight, the seniors will be taking the field one
Looks
last
like the ball did come out at the end, but I think
Greatest
Stark fell right on top of it as he went down.
Shotgun formation for the Crusaders. Here's the up man coming to the near side and maybe getting up to the 30-yard line.
Host of Junkers Wild, Jack Barry with the.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Jack Berry, number 6. Had a lot of game shows. Now we know what he's been doing all these years. There goes a hole right up the middle, but a late flag. Good toss on the flag, too.
Thrown by the umpire, sailing in over the line of scrimmage, usually a hold against the offense in that situation.
That does appear to be the initial indication.
Holding 62 of the
Oh, here's
offense.
Mike Duck.
10-yard penalty, replayed it down.
That's cool. I like that.
See if we can spot it here. 62.
Good job.
See him there on the left
Guys-
side of the screen.
Guys and gals in the truck. Second down play coming up. Berry shotgun formation, goes back to pass, throwing, and did he short? Yeah, it's incomplete on the far side.
I think the pass came up a little bit short. He was
Yeah.
trying to hit Jackson Graham coming out of the backfield. Interesting play design. Barry is a right-handed quarterback, but they roll him out to the left, have him throw across his body, and he wasn't able to hit the receiver there.
Yeah, that's the more difficult side for the quarterback when he's rolling out, is to throw to that. And didn't set his feet, threw it short. 3rd and a mile.
Barry gonna go back to pass. Throws. I think he short-armed it again. It's no good. Yep. Just a little bit short. And that will bring the Crusaders out.
He had 21, Jackson Graham. He was open. But this ball was thrown a little bit low and a little bit behind him. Still would have been short in the first down, but it would have gave him a better chance here on the punt.
He's going to hit it lefty. Nope, hit it right. End over end. 45-yard line, far side. Into Crusader territory. Down by the 35-yard line. Let's mark it the 38-yard line to be exact.
Nice return there for Trey Winters.
Yeah, pretty good distance on it, but it was kind of low, and that gave Fitchburg time to set up the return. And they'll get outstanding field position at the 37-yard line of Groton-Dunstable.
Raiders come out again with Alvarado and Akendo in the backfield. This is Alvarado, the carry. Trying to gut it out to the left side. He's got a big hole. He's across the 25. Finally forced out of bounds. Tim Stark making the tackle. But that's good for a Fitchburg first down.
Here's your replay. Covered that ball up pretty well.
Student body left on the sweep.
Stiff arm there. Throw and caught down around the 5-yard line.
Aussie guy, number 2, with a little slant. I was just going to say, Pittsburgh threw the ball over the out against Marlboro. That was their first pass.
Well, they had so much success on the ground on their first drive. I was actually a little surprised that they threw it there. But good pass and a really nice catch by Aussie Guy. Reach down, make the catch, pick up first down. It's already 1st and goal for the Raiders. They're at the Crusaders' 6-yard line.
Flag goes down.
Two flags, one on each side.
We have a flag.
Dunstable might have been offside.
Illegal formation on the offense. Not enough men on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty, replayed it down.
So that'll back the Raiders up. It'll be 1st and goal from the 11 now.
More than likely one of the wide receivers wasn't up on the line of scrimmage. You have to have at least 6 on the line.
Running out to the far side, trying to get around the corner. I think, yeah, it was more than that. All sorts of different yellows being flown from
Holding number 9 of the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay to down.
It's going to be on the receiver to the right hand, not here on the right. He has a pretty good arm bar. There it is right there.
Yeah.
He's got all kinds of jerseys.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Nope.
Saw the Raiders bust out the triple option there.
They're going the wrong way right now.
Well, yes.
It's the first and goal. It's first and a mile ago.
A little movement on the right side.
I think it's first and a mile plus 5 yards.
False start. 53
First and
offense.
goal at the 26.
5-yard penalty. First down again.
First down again.
So consecutive plays, a illegal formation, a hold, and now a false start.
Got to roll out to the near side. Throw. Down to the 5 and into the end zone for a touchdown.
I mean, back about 15, 20 yards, it doesn't matter if you can get it all back, right? Devin DeLeon with the touchdown catch.
He was way too open in that situation. See,
Here's the play.
You're going to see Brooks here on a little half bootleg out here to the left. And there's DeLeon, the defensive back. You saw slip
He
around
slipped,
the goal
yeah.
line. Yep. He still was way off him.
Oh, there's that special look we get. Kick is up and right through. Almost got whacked. Kick is good.
We've played
5:18 to play in the first quarter.
We've played barely half of a quarter, and the Raiders already have 2 touchdowns, which is more than they scored in their last game against Westboro.
Just a touchdown.
Touchdown might be busy tonight.
Sounds like it.
We mentioned Noel Concepcion injured tonight, unable to play. It's Damian Saavedra handling the kickoffs for the Raiders.
This ball is picked up at the 15-yard line and staying on his feet and working it out towards midfield. And there is maybe one hope there. And did they drag him out? Yes, they dragged him out. Let's see where they're going to mark the ball.
Saavedra.
Yeah, that may be the kicker who finally knocked him out of bounds.
It was. Damian Saavedra made the tackle. A great return by Tim Stark. Gets it all the way up to the Fitchburg 33-yard line. That might be the shot in the arm that the Crusaders need.
Like a pretty good kick. Looked like they had him hemmed in, but they lost containment. And that's an area where Pittsburgh has struggled over the last number of years, is kickoffs.
Ben Rivet gets the carry on the slot sweep. Looked like he blew a tire and then was brought down. We'll take another look at it here, Dave.
As he goes to turn the corner, yeah, he does blow a tire. After a short gain of 1.
And in motion to the near side. And a pass. It's caught down at the 30. And just shy, I believe, in the 25-yard line. It's a few yards.
The second time in a row now they've brought Rivet in motion and then gone with a play where basically he was always going to be the guy who carried the ball. You know, the first time he got it on the handoff, and that time there were no other options. He was throwing that ball to Rivet no matter what.
3rd and 7. Big 3rd and 7 watching them. Up the middle they go. And back to the line of scrimmage. He's kind of thrown back. Going to be way short of a first down, and a flag comes down late.
Flag came in way late.
It was after the play had ended, so whoever committed the foul, personal foul, I think it's going to be
Personal
against
foul,
Groton-Dunstable.
54 offense. 15-yard penalty. 4th down.
It was a dead ball foul, so the down counts. So the 15 yards will be marked off, and it'll be 4th down for Groton-Dunstable. Very uninspiring call on 3rd and 7.
See if we can see this foul there. 54 is the one you saw right at the end of the replay there. It's 54, Pat Sullivan. Looked like he kind of threw hands with one of the Raiders he was engaged with, and you cannot do that, Mike.
Looked like a little forearm shiver, but if we run it about another 1/10 of a second, I think we caught it.
As it is, the Crusaders will kick it away.
Popped it up there, and this one is going to come down about the 12-yard line, take it straight up the middle, the 20, up to the 25-yard line, and that is where the take it over, 1st down play coming up.
Cedric Winters on the return. Going to come right up the middle here. Looks like he might pop this through. But nice, good, solid open field tackle by
Ran into his own man. Right along the far sideline.
I have
Picked up there around the 40-yard line.
I don't know what happened, but the ball.
I have no idea how they didn't blow the whistle on this one.
I was waiting for flags because Brooks was looking for the ball and it never came.
The entire left side of the line moved.
Everybody stopped, including most of the Groton-Dunstable defense. And Brooks is able to pick up a 1st down.
The Raiders will take it.
All sorts of early movement.
Got him.
There's a throw and it's a beautiful pass, but it's incomplete and down at the 30-yard line.
Just out of the reach of Devin DeLeon. If he had been able to bring that one in, I think he would have had 6 more points. He had a step on Kyle Plaus and Tim Stark. Take a look at it here.
Dropped it in there, beautiful.
Wow, just out beyond his reach though. Raiders took the shot downfield, couldn't quite connect. Now 2nd down and 10.
This is all screwed up. There's got to be a flag somewhere.
I think they're going to say this time that Groton-Dunstable...
Offside, defense, 5-yard penalty, replay 2nd down.
Yeah, Groton-Dunstable jumped the line, and really they should have blown the ball dead because I think it was either the center or the left guard flinched, but they let the play continue. Raiders had a free play, couldn't capitalize on it. So now it's 2nd down and 5 for Fitchburg.
Brooks must be using a hard cadence because he's got them jumping all over the place.
Pitchback goes out of bounds, just shy of the 50-yard line.
Okendo did get enough to move the chains, however. So it'll be 1st down for Fitchburg.
Fake give up the middle, bounces to the right side, outside, and is kind of finishing off there.
Now Okendo will head to the sideline. Raiders bring on the extra wide out. Alderondo got blown up in the backfield.
One of the first times that that has happened tonight.
Hayden Volcanis erupted all over that play.
There it is.
Good place for Alderondo to go. Volcanis was doing the sack dance back there. You look at the scoreboard, you get your hat handed to you really early.
Handoff goes straight up the middle and just shy of a 1st down at the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of about 5 or 6 for Alderondo.
He has to hesitate as there was some traffic in his way and picked his way around that for the 5-yard gain. Gets the loss back +1, so 3rd and 9.
I'll go back to pass. In trouble and dropped.
Not dropped.
Oh, at the 40-yard line, I thought he was dropped. But I didn't hear any whistle either.
Brooks did a fantastic job eluding the coverage and finding his check down valve, Luis Alderando, and then Alderando did a great job in the open field.
Yeah, clearly looked like it was going to be a sack here. As they had a clear shot.
I thought he was down there.
Yeah, he was able to get that other hand down and keep the balance up. As Will Manzi had a clean shot of him in the backfield. Alderano did get the first down, but it looks like Fitchburg's going to go for it here on 4th.
Yeah, we saw there on the replay, Alderando stepped out at about the 45-yard line, 4th down and 4. Raiders go for it. Brooks throws to the right side, pass is complete, but he's brought down short of the line to gain. Great coverage there, Brent Bushnell.
Yeah, that kind of cross-field toss like that is a tough one. Unless you've got a bullet for it, unless you've got an arm that's...
It does. It takes a long time for the ball to get there, and you're looking for DeLeon to break that first tackle to get the first down, but he was brought down short of the line.
Did a great job there by the sophomore Bushnell. Gives the Crusaders the ball back, 1st and 10 at their own 44.
And come to the near side, puts his head down and goes up to the 45-yard line.
Jack Barry, host of 24, 21.
All those great game shows.
21 was the one he got in trouble for. That was the one that was rigged.
Yeah.
Quick toss, caught near side, and up to the 50-yard line. Schoolboy football on FATV. Brought to you tonight by Workers Credit Union, Health Alliance, and Rollstone Bank and Trust. Quick toss to the near side.
Jackson Graham makes the catch. He's been targeted a few times tonight. Barry hasn't been able to hit him. That time he finally did, picked up a few yards.
Running to the far side and getting down to about the 47-yard line. Just 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 14-0, red and gray.
It's Rivet again as he tries to go off the left side, cuts it back up inside, but comes up about 2 or 3 yards short of the first down. Groton-Dunstable will probably let the clock expire here and talk about this 4th down play.
I think they should just go for it.
Or not. No, he went for it. I don't know if that was supposed to be a fake or that was a missed handoff.
I think it was supposed to be play action, and Barry didn't quite pull it back in time. I mean, we'll take a look at it again here.
Puts it in the belly. I think he tried to pull it back out, and he saw the Pittsburgh. He tried to read the rush. Either way, the play wasn't going to work.
Yeah, I think they were running the option play where either he was going to hand it off to Tompkins or he was going to keep it himself and roll out to the left, and he just made the decision a little too late to pull the ball back. And as a result of that, ball comes loose. He's able to fall on it, but he's down there. So as we head into the second quarter of action, the Raiders will take over on downs. And really, guys, this has been an incredible first quarter for Fitchburg High.
Well, we talked about their punter being out, but so far they haven't needed one.
No, if you just score on every possession, it doesn't matter if your punter's out.
We talked a little bit earlier about other games coming up. Do you have any other tilts that you're for Fitchburg State coming up?
Fitchburg State football, I believe we have one more game. It's Senior Day coming up next Saturday. We always look forward to Senior Day, one of my favorite days of the year. That'll be a 2 o'clock kickoff here on FATV. And that will be the final Falcon broadcast of the season for us. Fitchburg State, obviously a rebuilding year for them. They're not going to be making any noise in terms of a bowl bid or anything like that. But always the chance that they avoid the wooden spoon, as Danny Bolak would say. So we look forward to that.
First down play, toss to the far side. 45, kind of dance it around the 40. Now he's staying on his feet. Down to the 20, the 10, and where are they going to get him?
Devin DeLeon is one of the most incredible players the Raiders have just in the open field, creating when he has the ball in his hands.
Here it is.
Yeah, unlike the last time when they went for the 4th down play, that was a much shorter pass, and watch him just leaves number 16 in his wake. And then he's off to the races down the far sideline.
Jack Berry.
Yep. Down all the way down. They're going to mark it at the 6.
I was going to say, he didn't get in all the way.
Gives the Raiders first and goal at the 6-yard line.
And in motion to the far side. And is short of a first down still.
Makendo picks up 5, brought down by Tim Stark. Of course, on the Raiders' last possession, they were facing, what was it, 2nd and goal from the 21 before they scored?
Yep. Kendall trying to power off that right side. Does that, able to run over the defensive back and gets all the way down to the 1.
Straight up the middle, waiting for a touchdown. Little delay in whether or not it was a touchdown or not, but the arms went up, and it's another touchdown for Fitchburg High School.
Well, eventually the pile just moves. You know, if the entire pile is across the goal line and the ball's in there somewhere, it's got to be a touchdown. Everything going right for the Raiders here in the opening minutes of this one. You know, the first quarter and 47 seconds have gone by.
Oh, here's a different angle. Snap up, kick is
good.
There you go. I like that camera.
Nobody hurt down by the hot dog stand.
All the better.
We're supposed to have TV. One other thing I noticed about down there, that concession booth is supposed to have a TV in there.
That would
And
be
it's
good.
not.
Well, that's horrible. They're missing a very good game.
Well, we're going to work on that.
Well, you're on the committee. Is there cable down there?
They can have our lovely insignia monitor. We could have like a big one.
Oh, they're singing 19. Oh, sorry about that, girls, guys. .21 zip in all Fitchburg tonight. That's the way it's supposed to be on your homecoming nights, right?
It's always a plus when you win.
20-yard line, and the return gets over the 25 and kind of threw them back a little bit. So Fitchburg will start 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Brendan Ferrari made the return for Groton-Dunstable, brought down before he could kick it into 4th gear. That's what you guys have me here for, right? Puns?
We've been trying to figure that out.
Okay. I thought it was puns and wrestling references.
Well, you're a good buffer.
Okay. Am I a Michael Buffer? Because that's both.
Oh, that was bad.
Maybe we can do that at halftime.
This is Barry on the keeper. Gets it across the 25, maybe to the 30-yard line. They'll give him the 30. It's a gain of 5 yards.
I don't know if guys in the truck can maybe do this, but Coach Kazenza has a special guest. I don't, Coach has become a grandfather, as I have, and I think that's got to be his down there on the sideline, if you can see him. You got it.
Handoff goes to Ben Rivet, brought down in the backfield. Tyreek Danger, one of the many seniors on the Red Raiders, brought him down in the backfield.
Certainly an interesting name.
It's a great football name, isn't it?
It's a wonderful name.
What's the name? Danger.
Back to pass. Dumps it out the far side.
Picked.
And it's picked off. Still on his feet at the 20. And finally down around the 10.
Devin DeLeon is a threat even when he's playing defense.
Like he was laying in the weeds, just taunting the quarterback to make this throw as he just steps right in front of it.
He did.
Spins out of a tackle.
Do you have to be down? I thought his knee hit first. I guess not.
I don't think he was brought down until right there at the end.
Yeah.
A great field position off the turnover for the Red Raiders down to the 15-yard line.
Trey Winters gets the carry, his first of the game.
Down around the 10.
Raiders have been studying their Marlboro tapes with the fullback dive.
Looking to put this one away early.
So second and about 8.
To the near side of the 10-yard line and then push back a little bit.
Now Rondo on the carry. Brought down by
Alderando got to about the 7-yard line. Call it 3rd down and 4 coming up. We'll have another look at this one. It's a very deep I formation that the Raiders run. Alderando maybe, I'd say a good 2 yards further back than your typical tailback in the I.
It's about 7 or 8 yards deep in the backfield.
Pitch back, trying to get around the corner, but he...
There he goes again. Still going.
Still out.
Still going. Curly Howard here
Good
for the
heavens.
Pittsburgh Sentinel time.
We saw Alderando run about 200 yards, picking up 47 earlier. This time he...
Play the audio back on that. I want to hear the audio on it.
Well, the last time he made a great play out of it and got 47 yards. This time, his luck ran out because he's going to lose yardage on this time. They're going to bring Damian Saavedra out.
Oh, we'll see that end zone look.
It'll be a 30-yard field goal. Damian Saavedra will kick out of a hold from Angel Santiago. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It's good.
No. Just missed it.
Oh.
Just missing.
Wide right. I thought it snuck through.
No, I could see, not by much,
Controversy.
but it's that would make it now.
Joe West down to the goalpost.
I'll make it what?
Still 21-0.
21-0 because it was no good. Hit it well. Pretty.
Had the distance, just couldn't quite get it through. First Raider drive tonight that doesn't end with points.
.6:39 to play in the first half. Breakthrough up to the 30, 40, right at midfield.
There's a flag that comes in as the tackle is made. I think they might tack another 15 onto this one.
See what the call is here first.
I think it's going to be a face.
Personal foul, face mask, number 3 of the defense, tack on 15, automatic first down.
There it is.
Now he just looks for a spot.
Yeah.
Gets a block there right at the line of scrimmage, breaks a couple of tackles. And right at the end here is the grab of the face mask.
Saw the left hand of Latrell Bodie come in, sneak around the underside of Barry's helmet, grab the face mask. You can't do that. So first down carry from the 35. Barry only gets about 3 yards there, brought down by Rocco Archipredi.
Second play in a row, they've run the same play. This time, not quite as successful.
No, they just kind of looked for a hole and plowed right in there. Didn't get much out of it at all. And to the near side, cuts his way down to the 30-yard.
We heard the Raiders coaches upstairs here in the press box screaming that Groton-Dunstable was lined up in an illegal formation. Thought maybe the lineman was a little too far off the line so that he was lined up in the backfield. Obviously the officials didn't agree.
Right up the middle they go, bouncing to the right side, down close to the 10. It's like a 5, it looks around the 10-yard line.
It's a heck of a play call on 3rd and 6, isn't it, Mike?
Well, they've been very conservative most of the night. I don't think they have a lot of offensive weapons, so they're just trying to grind it out. This has been their best offensive drive of the night.
Yep. Near side, down to about the 10.
A really good job by Barry after the initial contact. Angel Santiago got him by the ankles, but he was able to stagger forward, pick up another 4 yards. And we're going to get a timeout called by the Raiders.
So a Fitchburg player, number 34, Henry Yang, kind of hobble off. Gonna come over here to the sidelines. Get a look-see.
Looks like he's favoring that right leg.
Schoolboy football live from Crocker Field. It's being brought to you tonight by the good friends here at FATV, Unitil, Enterprise Bank, and KCMC Management.
Other score from around the action tonight: Wachusett leading Neshoba by a score of 21-0. And of course, our thanks to Sean Sweeney for providing live updates and information and oh so many things.
Appreciate that.
There will be no Leominster score tonight as they're playing tomorrow night against Shepherd Hill and their homecoming
Tomorrow
festivities.
night or tomorrow afternoon?
And
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Did I hear you guys saying Todd Robbins is in attendance tonight?
I did see Todd walking around with a camera. I don't know what is Todd filming Fitchburg for Thanksgiving Day or.
I don't know. They wound up a little bit short of that 5-yard down.
Barry on the keeper brought down at about the 9-yard line.
Right.
Got back to maybe the initial line of scrimmage. We'll take another look at it again here.
There's another play that Barry had to rip the ball back from Rivet. Give me that.
And that's the thing with those option plays. The running back, he has to act as though he's getting the carry, and the onus is on the quarterback to pull the ball back. We've already seen Groton-Dunstable have a little trouble with that once. Now Barry the keeper again.
Going down to the 6-yard line. With Fitchburg,
Mark Short.
Fitchburg has been totally dominant in this game, and yet you look at the scoreboard. That's not an insurmountable lead.
And especially if Groton-Dunstable can convert on this 4th down.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. And a roll around the side, kind of slipped again, down around the 10.
He's going to be short.
And they needed to get to the 6.
He's not even close.
Yeah, I think he's right at the 7-yard line. We'll take another look at it again here.
Pittsburgh crashed down on it, and he had nowhere to go. And you can see him try to lean forward, but he barely got back to the line of scrimmage, so Pittsburgh was going to hold.
Yeah, they needed to get to just about where the ball was picked up after it popped out of Barry's hands, and he was a full yard shy of that.
Yeah, credit Tyreek Danger on that play as he was in number 44. He really blew that play up in the backfield. Pittsburgh will start at their own 6.
3 minutes and 11 seconds, along with 4 timeouts left for the Raiders. Plenty of time if they want to put more points on the board here.
The fight to get back to the 10-yard line.
Kendo's brought down after a loss of maybe a full yard. Call it 2nd and 11 coming up.
Pretty good penetration there by the defensive line of Groton-Dunstable. Kendo able to wiggle his way out, but still lost about a yard on the play.
Go back and throw, and he caught it. That'll be enough for a 1st down as it gets up by the... Excuse me?
I was just saying it's number 2 who made the catch.
Okay.
Aussie guy. Watch Guy on this play. He makes a great job of coming back to the football and splits 2 defenders to get it.
He got it, too. He went up and got it.
Gets Pittsburgh out of the hole.
Brooks on the keeper gets across the 30-yard line to the 31. Gain of about 3. Raiders in no real hurry. Clock will duck under 2 minutes to play as we take another look at this one. Really just nothing open downfield. Brooks took it himself.
Kind of a little short of the intended receiver on the far side.
I think he did make the catch, though.
Like DeLeon able to come back to the ball, get his hands underneath the ball before it hit the ground. A couple more games like that, and Fitchburg may start thinking about using their timeouts.
3rd and 1 here for the Raiders. Less than 90 seconds to play here.
It's caught at the 48.
And again,
Call a timeout.
great hands by DeLeon. That ball was thrown behind him. He had to catch it with all hands, and the ball was still hanging out there as he tried to bring it in. He'd get hit by 2 Groton-Dunstable defenders.
Yeah, he's got Will Rivet all over him, so he can't bring the ball into his midsection to secure it. He's just got to hold on to it with both hands and pray that nobody knocks it loose. First and 10 Raiders from their own 46, going long and deep and incomplete. Intended for Caleb Smith.
Couple of strides. Not bad, just a couple of strides. Like he had the man beaten. Let's check it.
Yeah, he had a step on him, just had to put a little bit more air underneath it.
Yeah, pretty well covered on the play.
Another, not quite out of town, but across town score. St. Bernard's leading 14-0.
I think they're playing Blackstone Millville tonight. There's a misread. Brooks thought he was going to go deep, and the receiver pulled up.
Caleb Smith is animatedly frustrated, let's say, here on the near sideline.
Doing that wide receiver thing. They don't have a kicking net, so you can't attack that.
That's probably for the best. Although we do have microphones down there, so watch out.
Gonna run and throw on the run. There's a man open at the 5-yard line. Couldn't quite get speed in there, but he's right at the 1-yard line.
Latrell Boney was open for ages, even before Andrew Brooks could get that ball off.
It's a heck of a throw by Brooks. He doesn't get a chance to set his feet on this one. He has to throw it on the run. And he's going to hit Brody right in style, right in stride. And he's going to get dragged out around the 1-yard line. 50-plus yards on that completion.
52 yards officially. That's a first and goal.
And we got a timeout.
Timeout called by the Raiders.
Do I gotta go? Okay.
Dave Clark.
I'll be back. I leave you in good hands.
Dave Clark to the gridiron, please. Dave Clark.
And again, Dave will be among those honored at halftime for their contributions to the Crocker Field Restoration Fund. And while we have a minute, folks, we do want to mention that the GoFundMe campaign for the lights here at Crocker Field is continuing. We encourage folks to go over to gofundme.com/CrockerFieldLights, and you'll see the fundraising campaign there trying to raise money for the restoration of the lights here at Crocker Field. But really, Mike, it has been, even with the lights being what they are, it's been really nice to see the improvements that have been made here at Crocker Field over the past few years.
Yeah, that committee has worked very hard to raise whatever funds they can find because, the grand old lady here is showing her age in certain plots. A lot of people just see what's out here. If you've had the pleasure we have to see what's in back and underneath, there's some work that needs to be done.
So now 3rd down and 1. Raiders with 3 men in the backfield. Brooks rolling to his left, into pressure, and he trips and falls. Mark him down at the 18-yard line. It's a big loss.
They got a little cute there instead of just trying to pound it up in between there. And thankfully for the Red Raiders, they still have a couple of timeouts left.
Raiders just took their 4th of the half. It's a big loss. Second time tonight, Mike, that the Raiders have wound up with 2nd and goal outside the 15-yard line.
Well, the last time it was penalties. This time it was a sack. The last time they were able to find De Leon wide open down by the end zone for a touchdown.
A brief presentation coming up at halftime. Then we'll introduce the court. And we'll let the band play for us.
So as you can see, 36.5 seconds left to play here in the first half. Fitchburg on top of Groton-Dunstable by a score of 21-0. Raiders really dominated the first quarter of this one. The second's been a little more back and forth. You know, Groton-Dunstable had a couple possessions that could have led to points.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's had a couple too that they could have blown this thing wide open had they been able to convert it. Had a 1st and 10 at the 15 after an interception, and right here they've had a 1st and goal at the 1, which is now all the way back to the 17.
2nd and goal from the 17. Brooks rolling to the right, throws to the right in the end zone. Catch is made. Was he inbounds? Yes! Touchdown Raiders. Devin De Leon with the catch once again.
Well, maybe they get the sack just so they have some throwing room down by the end zone. And again, Brooks has plenty of time. He just gets away from the rush, and De Leon has man-to-man coverage, and he just eats him up.
And that's a great job by De Leon keeping his feet in bounds as he made the catch. That's an NFL touchdown. He got them both in there. Now the extra point attempt from Saavedra. Bit of trouble on the snap, but the kick is up and good. So we have 24.5 seconds left. Fitchburg leads this one 28-0. And here's our good friend, Mr. Touchdown.
Getting tired.
Plenty of great big cheers on hand here at Crocker Field. The Raiders leading this one by the score of 28-0 as we approach halftime. Groton-Dunstable will get the ball back to start the third quarter, and that's about it in terms of silver linings for the Crusaders. Kickoff picked up at about the 11-yard line. Brought out to the 20 by Ben Rivet. Really nothing doing there.
And you would think with the short return that Groton-Dunstable would be more than happy just to go to the locker room.
Yeah, I think with 15 seconds, even though the Crusaders have their full complement of timeouts, they're going to hand the ball off and go to the locker rooms, I would think. I would hope. But one never knows.
Now they come out in a spread. And that'll cause Fitchburg to call a timeout.
Raiders take their 5th and final timeout of the first half. They perhaps were not ready for Groton-Dunstable to come out with shotgun and 3
receivers. They were thinking along our lines that they were going to just take the ball and go to the half. But they came out in the spread and the shotgun. And Coach DiGeronimo does not want to take any chances. Changes his defense up.
Just using the timeout to get a couple substitutions made. Ozzie Guy and Sam Robichaux come out on defense for the Raiders. Handoff goes to the left side, and it is blown up in the backfield. That is Sam Robichaux busting through and making the tackle. And if the Crusaders were going to get fancy, perhaps they'll think better of it now.
Yep, they're done.
Yeah.
Try to get Rivet to the outside and maybe get him in space and break a long one. But turns into a loss and a 28-0 halftime lead for the Red Raiders.
And really, Mike, it's just been everything has been working exactly to plan for the Raiders. The rushing game has been dominant. The passing offense has been incredible. The defense has been stout. Everything's coming up Raiders, and 28-0 feels like the exact right score.
We start the halftime ceremonies. Try to pick up Chris Woods, PA announcer.
At the Circle Street entrance. This project has been a huge success. It would not have been possible without the help of the following people. Project design manager and bricklayer, FHS alum John Cordio. John has spent countless hours working to ensure this area is a suitable gateway to historic Crocker Field. John was assisted throughout by project manager and Crocker Field Restoration Committee member Mike Pelland and his staff made up of Dave Clark and Lou Nano. Also, special thanks to site prep supervisor Peter Carlson from Carlco Construction. In addition, we would like to thank the following people and companies for the help in making this project a reality. Pipe Plus, Graves Concrete, Powell Stone and Gravel, Kelly and Bob Pearson at Leominster Monument. In addition, it is worth mentioning the Crocker and Wallace Foundations for their donations towards the preparation. Also, special thanks to Lenny Loxo and Gary Withington from the Fitchburg Department of Public Works for their constant support. Please check out their great work at the Circle Street entrance. Gentlemen, thank you very much. On behalf of Fitchburg High School, Fitchburg Public Schools, and Fitchburg alumni everywhere.
And now we're going to redirect your attention over to the right-hand corner of the end zone, just in front of the covered stands, for our introduction of our homecoming court.
And we're going to start out with the class of 2022. Representing the class of 2022. They're moving their way over here, so we'll wait a second. There we go. They're right in front of the 30 now. For 2022, Jacob Smith and Alexa Silverberg. For 2021, Hector Arrieta and Ashley Rodriguez. For the class of 2020, Ryan Menegas and Kiara Pedraza. And of course, our king and queen from the class of 2019, Cadanis Rivera and Iris Negron. Congratulations to these young men and women, this year's homecoming court. Now it's time for our halftime entertainment. Brought to you, of course, by the Fitchburg High School Marching Band. At the conclusion of their entertainment here in the center of the infield, we will also present the seniors for the band and the seniors for the cheerleaders right after the band plays a few songs for us.
2018 homecoming right here at the famed Crocker Field. 2018 homecoming with me, the Raider and Lady Raider, of course, Gabrielle and Danielle. Good to see you. Tell me, where are we headed after this?
UMass Hammers.
Excellent. And how's the game been? Of course, it's 28-0. Plenty of time to come on down and join all of us here at Crocker Field.
I think we're doing a pretty good job today. It's our senior night, so we're looking live out here.
Danielle, you're off to school, but not declared yet, quite yet, on your way, and tonight's a great night.
Yes, I agree. I think our boys are fighting pretty hard, and I think we're going to win.
28-0, you telling people to come down?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Come on down, and we're going to put on a show for you guys. Let's go!
Go, Raiders! Ladies and gentlemen, directly in front of us here at the 50-yard line, we'd like to make some introductions of our seniors first on the band, and then we'll move to the cheerleaders. Presenting some
nice flowers to the senior members. Band leader Tabitha Greenless. This year's seniors on the band, Zechariah Adamu. Emily Baldini. Peter Bragdon. Adelina Brogna. Christina Estrada Aquino. And Christina Perico. Congratulations to those senior members of the band. And now to the senior members of the cheerleading squad. And we have some parents with them tonight as well. First up, Abriana McCall, with her parents Bonnie and James McCall. Elise Gonzalez, with her parents Shannon McDonald. Jennifer Santana, with her parents Richard and Sonia, Richard Santana and Sonia Hernandez. And Jalen Velasquez, with her sister Dianaris Velasquez. Congratulations to the senior members of the cheering squad. Oh, what the heck, congratulations to all of our seniors tonight. Their last home game here for 2018. And we don't want to forget another important announcement, and that is the 50-50 raffle. Is he still going to be in our usual spot? Okay. Here's the winning number, 50-50 raffle. If you have this number, you're going to bring your ticket over to the corner ticket booth near the concession stand. Find Miss Kim Avery, and she'll have your winnings. So here we go. 6, 9, 8, 4, 0, 0. That is the winning ticket. One more time. 6, 9, 8, 4, 0, 0. If you've got that number, this Kim Avery's working her way over to that area to present you with your winnings.
Ladies and gentlemen, even though this is our last seasonal home game, there are 2 games coming up, and we'll have one of them here. The 2 dates are November 2nd and November 9th. Those are TBA, so I'm sure you'll hear about that eventually on which of those 2 nights we play here at Crocker Field. Also like to mention that the Chicken Bowl and the Pigeon Bowl against Leominster will be here under the lights on Friday, November 16th. So we'll make sure I'll let you know more details. Starting time, Mr. Tooley? 5 o'clock. 5 and 7 are the times of those 2 games on the 16th versus Leominster. Coming up in November, we've got a lot of class reunions happening in this area for Fitchburg High alum. You should check out the Fitchburg Alumni Facebook page if you want to get some information on a lot of those reunions. I'd like to mention that the class of 2003 will have their 15th class reunion on November 23rd at Oak Hill, starting at 6 o'clock. And you can find more information about their reunion and many
My
others.
staple was still there. My staple. Take two. Yep.
Never seen a lighted stapler before.
Well,
There's some fancy office products.
just about ready to begin here, the second half, with Fitchburg dominating the first half 28-0. Red Raiders will kick off. End over end, down to the 8-yard line. The 10, a twisting move at the 18. And out comes Groton-Dunstable. When are they going to mark him?
It's like the 21-yard line.
Yeah, looks like he's trying to move in over there.
Groton-Dunstable down 28-0. As you can see, they managed just 78 yards of offense in the first half, and 61 of those yards came on carries by the quarterback, Jack Berry. He really has been the entire offense for Groton-Dunstable. Now they're trying the trick play.
Long and deep, and he overshoots him by a couple of yards.
Incomplete. Was Ben Rivet trying to hit Dougie Tompkins downfield. Had a step on the defenders, but the pass was a little long. Fell incomplete.
Little halfback option on the toss sweep. Had him open down the near sideline, but as you mentioned, just overthrew him.
Second down play. And bouncing out to the 30 before getting bounced out of bounds. Good hat there. Pretty good hat there.
Ben Rivet with the carry. He does pick up the first down, but he paid for it mightily.
There it is.
We'll take a look at the end of this play.
Moves the ball to the 34-yard line.
It's Trey Winters, number 1, who comes over here at the end of the play and really rocks him.
Somebody else got hurt on that. I don't know who it was.
False start, 75 offense.
So a false start on the Crusaders backs them up. It'll be 1st and 15 now. Ball's at their own 29-yard line.
Ball now on the 29.
Gary kind of looking him over. And they're going to go right up the middle and get to the 40. Got it. At the 40-yard line.
Again on the yard brought down by Winters.
Rivet picked up about 11 yards there. Got some good blocking from his offensive line. We'll call it 2nd down and 4 now for the Crusaders.
Jack Berry slips it inside, and it's a nice run along the far side, getting up to the 40-yard line. Check on that.
Man, Ben Rivet has just been running all over the Raider defense as the Crusaders come out of the locker rooms here for the second half. He's already got the ball into Fitchburg territory.
That's exactly where they'll put it. Out of the shotgun, most, if not all, evening for Barry. That's what happens to the old on the other side, and a nice move, darting move down to the 30-yard line, inside the 30-yard line.
A flag down along the line of scrimmage on the far side. Maybe coming back.
And it looks it, yep.
Illegal formation on the offense. Not enough men on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
The Fitchburg coach is yelling about formations in the first half from upstairs, and they may have got the officials' attention, and that cost Groton-Dunstable a flag. Yeah.
Mike, have the Crusaders been doing anything different on offense? It doesn't seem like.
I haven't seen anything except for pretty much been the quarterback and number 7. Other than that, they have not been very creative on offense. Let's put it that way.
But it's been very effective here on the first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, the last couple of drives, they moved the ball.
Barry gives a little shuttle to the 45.
Pretty been the Barry and Rivet show, pretty much. That's been it.
You know, the thing Groton-Dunstable has is they're basically running these option plays where the decision is up to Barry. Do I hand it off to Rivet or do I keep it myself? You know, it's difficult for the Raiders to defend because obviously you commit too far one way, you make the decision very easy for the quarterback.
Barry threw a couple of passes early on in the first drive, but since then, not too many.
Follow the block and get some pretty good yardage. Ripped off another 5 quick yards, maybe more.
That'll make it third down and about 2 now. Crusaders need to get just inside the 33 of Fitchburg High for a first down.
Ball at the 35-yard line.
And we have whistles blowing. Stoppage of play.
The Crusaders had to take time out because Barry lost his shoe on the play. He had to run over to the sideline to get it back on.
He threw a shoe.
Who throws a shoe?
It was the guy that threw a shoe at George Bush.
Remember that? Great international hero. The only problem is he missed.
Oh. Ooh. Is there anyone that you like? But that was it.
I like David Price.
Everybody likes David Price today. Well, I think we're all tied up here, and we're ready to go. And coming in motion to the near side. Misses the ball, and the Red Raiders smelled it out.
That's a huge play by Angel Santiago.
Give it to you in a minute, but did not fool him at all.
One of the few times they try to get cute. They tried to belly fake on the sweep, jet sweep here. He pulled it out, and Santiago just sniffed it out. Just throws Barry to the ground for a big loss.
Now 4th and 9, the Crusaders will go for it.
Back to pass, looks to throw along the sideline, and did he catch it? Yes, he did. Once again, I have to wait for a call, but he got it for the first down here.
That's a really good catch. Ryan Donnarumma with the reception. He was able to get his feet down inbounds. Picks up the first down, keeps the drive alive for the Crusaders.
Yeah, hit traffic, had to make sure he caught it first, and then also had to make sure he at least had 1 foot in bounds. Picks up the first down.
To the near side, trying to get around the corner, 25, and down about the 22. But he was pushed out of bounds.
On the carry, pushed out of bounds by Winter.
Doogie Thompson.
During the run, illegal block in the back. Oops. Number 3 of the offense. Your 10-yard penalty from the flag. Can be replayed down.
So an illegal block downfield by Donnarumma, the guy who made the catch on 4th down. We're going to back that all the way back up to about the Raider 34-yard line. I think that makes it, what, 1st and 18, Mike? Is that right?
Looks that way. Downmarker has 2nd. Right?
Some faces in the crowd there.
I think it's 1st down.
I believe it's 1st down, yeah. That was the first.
We think it's 1st and 17, but we're not real sure on that.
Scoreboard's wrong, the downmarker's wrong.
Looks and cuts up the middle himself, and he was got him from behind, and it was a good thing he did. Stopped the play at that point.
On the play that
See if we can get the down markers and everything straightened out over there. Here it is. Here's Barry.
The down markers is third.
Marcus showing third down, so it is third.
There he goes.
That's wrong, isn't it?
I think so, but
There was the fourth down play, and then there was the run with the block in the back.
Yep.
And that was a replay to down, so this should be second down.
Uh-oh.
tipped. Oh!
It is caught along the far side.
Ball was tipped up, but it was caught by number 3.
Looks like they're about the 30-yard line.
Ball was deflected by DeLeon right into the hands of the would-be.
Fourth down, and they'll kick it. Like mentioned, different.
So it should be third down. They're calling it fourth down. The Crusaders are going for it.
And he is gang tackled by about 4 players at the 30-yard line. And
Well, if you're going to run that play on 4th and 8, you don't deserve another down.
So the fourth down conversion attempt that shouldn't have been winds up getting nothing. Trey Winters came up with 6 tackles on that drive. The last one turns the ball over on downs.
up the middle they go, and a nice run up to about the 30-yard line.
I was looking across the way at see if any of the Groton coaches were in the officials' ear, but I didn't see anybody.
Okay.
Yep. The replay comes on, and if I'm tuned into this part of the game, maybe I'll look to see if it was. Since it's 28-0, it's not going to make much difference.
Nice run up the middle to the 40-yard line and up to the 42-yard line, where the play stops there.
Alvarado had a big 47-yard carry in the first half. Didn't really get much else other than that, but he's gotten a few big carries here. Gets a first down for the Raiders. Pittsburgh had 300 yards of offense in the first half.
A lot of white shirts. A little bit of a meeting there.
99, Billy Dalbert to make the stop. Second and 10. Ball still at the 45.
Raiders are going to go 3 receivers stacked up to the far side. Nobody split out to the near. Alvarado gets the carry.
Middle of the hash marks. Clock continuing to move its way down. We approach 4 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Third and 7. Ball at the 48. 3:53 left in the third quarter.
Brooks looking, throwing long, deep down the far sideline, and he overthrew his man down at the 13-yard line. So Fitchburg's tried it a couple of times tonight, and they always do when they play, but they've covered him well, pretty well. They've covered him well at Groton-Dunstable.
The Crusaders trying to play man-to-man on the outside, and Pittsburgh just got more speed than they do. Even with 4th down and 6 here at midfield, Pittsburgh's going to go for it on 4th down.
Well, we did mention Noel Concepcion out tonight with an injury. He's the punter for Fitchburg.
Kind of run and kind of tripped himself over there at midfield.
Brooks has brought down a good 2 or 3 yards shy of the line to gain. I think if Concepcion was healthy, the Raiders would have kicked it away there. But instead, they elect to go for it on 4th and 8.
Groton-Dunstable had pretty good pressure, forced Brooks to pull that one down early and tried to scramble it up the middle.
Ultimately, it was Will Manzi who made the tackle for Groton-Dunstable.
A little scrum going on there.
Ben Rivet got the carry, picked up a couple. Tackle made by Rocco Archipreti.
Second and 8.
Low snap. Now throw it high. And on the opposite side of the field, they're going to rule it and caught.
How on earth did Dougie Tompkins make that catch?
Well, it was jump ball.
Ball was underthrown and there were 2 Raiders there, and somehow Tompkins made the reception.
Looked like De Leon was just timing that one up for an interception, and somehow he didn't get his hands on it.
This time Rivet is brought down in the backfield.
A couple of weird plays there.
Give the tackle to Gio Maroney, one of the junior linemen for the Red Raiders.
Barry going to go back to pass. Little screen in the middle, down to the 20, the 15, to the 10, and getting close to the goal line, but a little bit short.
It's at the 10.
Bill will be down there.
Surprised they haven't gone with those screen plays a little more often.
That was really well set up. They let Fitchburg come right in on top of Barry, and he just dumped it over the middle.
Here it is, dumping it right there. Got a couple of guys with him, but he outran them.
Rivet's off in races.
Down close to the 10. Down, there you go, 15-yard line. Barry.
They can get a first down if it's outside the 10.
Sam Robichaux got in the backfield, blew that one up. Back him up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 from the 12.
Inside handoff down to about the 10.
Really not much doing there. Rocco Archipreti did a good job staying with Rivet that time.
3rd down, is that right?
It'll be 3rd and 10 coming up. Man, Rivet's got that massive pad on his back. You don't see it protrude that much very often. Like he's got a lunchbox in there or something.
And a roll out to the far side. Barry throwing to the end zone. And it is...
Closest man to it was Latrell Bodie, but he was unable to make the interception.
Did you see any signal?
Incomplete. Like Fitchburg, looked like Fitchburg was running the route, not Groton-Dunstable.
25 seconds remaining. 3rd.
I'll take a timeout to talk about it.
Crusaders take their 2nd timeout of the half. And while we have a second, we do want to mention, first of all, some more underwriters tonight. Pittsburgh High School football brought to you by, among others, the Sentinel and Enterprise, Minuteman Press, and Vector 5.
Also being brought to you by Hub International, Fitchburg State University, Sentinel Enterprise, Minuteman Press, and Vector 5. And this time we'll give you the Fitchburg coaching staff. Right now, everything's off to our left. Barry calling signals. Barry gonna roll to the right side, throw to the end zone, jump ball, incomplete.
He was trying to hit Dougie Tompkins. Latrell Bodie was there as well. Ultimately, the ball sailed over everybody, fell incomplete. So the Raider offense takes over, 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
be the last play of the third quarter, pardon.
Andrew Brooks still in at quarterback for Fitchburg. He's got Anthony Oquendo to his right.
20-yard line, near side, right in front of the Fitchburg bench, and climbing out close to the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Michael Oquendo got a great block right at the line of scrimmage. He had a massive hole to run through.
The right tackle just caved that whole side of the line in and gave him a big hole to bounce outside, and a big gain as the third quarter clock will expire. We'll go on to the fourth.
It's a 25-yard carry for Oquendo. He had a touchdown rush in the first half.
And we have a change of scenery as we go from one side of Proctor Field to the other. Don DiGeronimo is the head coach of the Red Raiders. His assistants are Charlie Raff and Greg Graham, Andy Brooks, James McCall, Josh Hall, Jameson DiGeronimo, Max Scavone, Mickey Maroney, Craig Antucci, Jamie Archipretti, Grant Jensen, and Ben Satterwhite. That's the Fitchburg coaching staff. Alan Twomley, fixture here in the Fitchburg area. So a member of that group. And we'll just start to wind up with the you got sticks all right over there. It was a late guy coming in, late player coming back in. Go back to pass, and it is. Did he catch that?
Yes, he did.
What a catch! He hung in there and took the hit. And it's the first down.
Jesus Padilla. First time we've called his name on offense.
Definitely the first time tonight. It's one of the first times all year we've called the name of the sophomore tight end.
Oh, Brooks running out. He's running out of room too. Throws it, and it's incomplete. Right along the sideline.
Pass was intended for Devin DeLeon, trying to get him up over 100 yards receiving. Already has 2 touchdown catches and an interception tonight.
Did notice some leaves flying by. Is that breeze?
I did see that.
The breeze starting to pick up again here in the field.
Yeah,
that's just what we need for it to feel even colder.
This is balmy.
Yeah, not bad.
Balmy.
Not bad at all. Nice night.
Global warming has spoiled.
We didn't have to scrape the windows on the press box to see out.
That's true.
But we've done that.
Yes, we have.
There's a nice run right up the middle. Over the midfield stripe and down to about the 45-yard line.
I think the umpire was accidentally acting as another defender there for Groton-Dunstable, just playing interference.
Been a kind of quiet second half. Brooks gonna pass, and it is intercepted, picked off at the 20-yard line, the 30-yard line, midfield to the 40, the 30. And they're gonna mark him where?
Got down to about the 25-yard line. Tim Stark made the pick. And then he had about a 55-yard return after it. One of the biggest offensive plays of the night for Groton-Dunstable, and it comes on the defensive side of the football.
Credit Louis Alorando for running that play down from behind to keep that one out of the end zone.
Barry keeps that one himself. Brought down after a gain of a yard or 2.
Second down and 10.
Name of the man who made the tackle was Enzo Maroney. He's a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that.
It's a quick 5, 6, 7 yards down to the 18-yard line.
Enzo had a rocket to fame and then a more than quicker crash from fame.
Well, it turns out he's a tremendous jerk. Who knew? But his catchphrase was good. I could steal his catchphrase, right?
Oh, yep. Dinged up Groton-Dunstable player, looks like, number 13.
It's Dougie Tompkins.
We have a timeout, or was that an injury timeout?
There's an injury timeout. Third down and 5 now for the Crusaders. Ball's at the Raider 20-yard line. 2 men in the backfield, 3 wide receivers.
It's a nice run down the middle. It's caught on a touchdown, a pass, and he was tripped up. I don't know if he had to trip him up, but
Adrian Martinez made the touchdown-saving tackle. That was a really well-drawn-up play. We've seen the quarterback keepers work really all night for Groton-Dunstable. This time they fake it, and then Barry pulled up and threw it.
Yeah, he sells the run. That's the key to the play. He's going to sell the run first. Watch him kind of just lean forward like he's going to run it, and then pulls up and gets rivet across the middle.
And then that's Martinez right there, grabbed him by the ankles. Now Barry keeps it himself and walks in untouched. Touchdown Groton-Dunstable. They finally get points on the board.
I'll give credit to the Crusaders. They have been behind the entire game, but they've never let themselves get down here, and they're still in this thing.
Pretty much untouched.
And really, for most of this second half, they've shown the ability to move the ball downfield. Now, obviously, Fitchburg is playing with the 4-touchdown lead. They're more concerned with not giving up the huge play.
Missing one player here, the all-important holder.
I was looking at the formation like, what is he going to try? A drop
kick? Yeah.
Let's see what happens here. That kick is up, and the kick is good.
It's a good kick.
Any good kicker worth his salt can drop kick from that.
Oh, we've seen that act. Kind of Kelleher Field. Ball went on 2 inches when he kicked it. They had a very thick lawn at Kelleher Field.
Ball would bounce.
Marlboro.
Well, they treat their grass well in Marlboro.
Oh, my.
What? Beat us in football. I have to take digs where I can.
Beautiful Kelleher.
I remember the field being very nice and the press box being very tiny.
Yeah.
It was cramped. It was long but cramped.
Coach Ed Sullivan doing the game with us. Always an interesting day. We'll see if they kick it away. A little bit of momentum here. And they will kick it away. Ball is kind of bouncing around down the... Oh, watch out. Oh!
It's fallen on at about the 3-yard line.
See what happened here.
It's the second time tonight on a low kick, squib kick, that Fitchburg was handling like it was a hand grenade.
We'll be able to see that, guys. I don't know. That's kind of... Here it is now.
Yeah, watch the 2 return men. They kind of look at each other and go, you get it. You get it.
And the Raiders didn't have anyone deep because on the first kickoff of the game, Groton-Dunstable did a little squib kick. This one got a bit more distance and actually just scored it right between them.
Get that down the 5-yard line. Referee's got it. Okay, clock's going.
Now back to live action. Alderondo bursts through the line, gets it out across the 15-yard line, picks up a first down. That's a big play. The Raiders had been backed up inside their own 5. Alderondo bursts through and picks up the first down. Let's take a look at this one.
Nice big hole that opened up by the offensive line. Alderondo pops right through it. Big gain on the play, gets it out from under the shadow of their own goalpost. Now they got some room to work.
Bucks looking things over. Handoff goes up the middle. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Got it out to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of about a yard.
Just wants first downs and move that clock.
It's back in at quarterback, kind of looking things over a little bit. Handoff right side.
Alderondo got it there. Might have gained a yard.
Third and 8.
Third and 7.
Delay handoff to the far side. Looks good. Hitting going on there.
An entire, I don't know, what's a group of Crusaders? A platoon? A platoon of Crusaders there to bring him down. A parish of Crusaders.
The Raiders brought numerous guys off the bench and substitutes and finally decided we better call a timeout.
6 minutes even left to play.
Fitchburg takes their first timeout of the second half, where they, of course, have 19 remaining. But it gives us a chance to talk about the all-volunteer crew of Fitchburg Access Television. We want to thank our director tonight, Nate Glennie.
Nate Glennie, all right.
Travis Falk handling replays, as well as everything else that moves pretty much for us.
What would we be doing without him?
Failing badly at our jobs, actually. Camera operator.
Play back in here, so get to more of those in a second.
Absolutely.
Buck's going to go right to pass, rolls out far side. He's going to throw it long and deep, and it is incomplete. A flag is down.
Jackson Graham was on defense for the Crusaders.
You be the judge. Let's see if the guys can put it up there and take a look at it.
You often see that on balls that are underthrown. The receiver comes back and tries to make the play.
Defense.
The defensive backs don't get their head around and they run into the
previous
receiver.
spot and an automatic first down.
There it is. Throws a long pass.
Yep.
Never saw the ball, just ran into the receiver before he got there. So that'll give Fitchburg 15 yards, an automatic first down. And chance to run off some more clock here.
The ball on the 35-yard line.
Whistles continue. I'm going to line up again quickly and the next play off.
Whoops.
And getting a big running lead along the far side. Down to the 20-yard line.
That was just how they drew it up, and they will not tell you any differently.
I don't believe that was an RPO.
Nope, that's exactly what they meant that to look like.
I don't think he was reading the defensive end crashing down with the fake handoff. Brooks was looking at the... Brooks turned to his right.
Nobody.
And there was a lion there. Of course, the lion halted. And then turned the Jets on as he goes up the far sideline. If you're going to throw wrestling, I'm throwing the Stooges in.
Stooges.
Okenda loses the football. It's still loose. Alderondo falls on it. The Raiders are going to recover. That's a break.
Move that clock, they say. Move that clock.
Result of the play is about a 9-yard gain. Clock will duck under 5 minutes to play here in this one. Raiders content to just keep the clock moving, maybe get one more score, salt this one away for good. Aldorondo's brought down in the backfield. Colin to Tweets makes the tackle.
You knew you had to get that name in there once.
You know, I looked at it and I was like, dang it. But bring up third down and about a yard. Oquendo's got the carry. Oquendo's got the first down.
Under the 15-yard line.
Gets it down to about the 15, as you said. Oquendo and Aldorondo remain in the backfield for the Red Raiders.
To the end zone, a flag is down.
A dreaded holding area.
Holding 74, the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay it down.
Pittsburgh coaching staff not pleased upstairs.
It's always unsettling when you're sitting in the press box and you just hear someone shouting profanity directly above your head. Like, God, are you mad at me? What did I do?
Could be worse. They could be sitting next to us. There goes Brooks.
Touchdown. Brooks. Andrew Brooks. Senior leader.
Andrew Brooks with his third touchdown of the day.
That was designed to be kept that way. And a lot of green grass.
Let's see if we can get the extra point here. Hopefully we'll see that.
Damian Saavedra will kick it.
Pick this up, and it looks like he got it.
He did indeed. Makes it 35-7, and for the fifth time tonight, let's hear from Mr. Touchdown.
Oh, okay.
Sing along, everybody.
Oh, we talk about having the dancing ball one of these days.
The Mitch Miller ball along the bottom of the screen. You're too young for Mitch Miller, but that's...
I grew up watching silly songs and things like that.
You didn't sing along with Mitch Miller in the 60s.
Probably not. But they had to be interesting.
YouTube Mitch Miller, you know.
Line drive. Bounces out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Like that one might stick right there, but took that one extra hop. Now the big decision. What do we do? Take it here? Take the penalty? Kick it over?
Well, while they're
Kick out of bounds on the kicking team. Ball will be placed at the 30-yard line. First and 10 for Groton-Dunstable.
Gives us a chance to thank our camera operators tonight. We've got Aaron Boglio, Matt Carroll, Chris Fondakowski, Nicole Gaffney, Katie Nobauer, Jared Roberts, and Nathan Zanetti, all running cameras for us tonight.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate and see all the work that you do before game time, and we're usually here around 4 o'clock. They're out here already. So thank them.
No, thank you.
Oh, right in front of the bench. And are they going to get out of bounds? Yeah, they do.
Jack Berry got it all the way out to the 48-yard line. Groton-Dunstable will not go softly into that good night.
What's some of them? I'm trying to remember some a Jack Berry production.
Berry keeps it himself, gets across midfield.
Right down about 45-yard line. 2:35 to play in tonight's ball game.
Crusaders just getting a chance to run their 2-minute offense again.
Puts his head down and gets about 4 yards.
Barry again for contact by
Mr. Barry's going to sleep well tonight because
First down.
he's done a lot of work.
Going to sleep well tonight and have a nice long ice bath tomorrow, I think. Take a look at this one. It's just another designed run by Barry. Finds the hole, picks up just enough for the first down. Now back to live action. He takes it out along the far side. Cuts back upfield. Brought down at about the 37-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 for the sophomore quarterback, Jack Berry.
Just a sophomore. Holy.
Just a sophomore.
I thought we might get through this one without the Keith Jackson
Oh,
impersonation.
no,
No way.
no way.
Jackson lives.
All we need is some rains. Will be a gully washer.
Yeah, an old gully washer. Slippery pig, that ball. There's a pass heading down to the middle. Nice pass, but couldn't haul it in down at the 10-yard line.
Is that a penalty marker down around the 18-yard line, Mike?
We got a guy drop the sandwich. I don't think it's a penalty flag.
It's a very yellow leaf.
Oh, could be. Yeah, could be Leaf.
He had the receiver. Biggie Thompson was open on the post, just overthrew him.
I don't think Groton-Dunstable, I think they're at the position now where they say,
No mas.
that'll do it.
No mas.
That'll do it for tonight.
That play was blown up in the backfield. Hilario Rodriguez brought down the ball carrier.
I like that. There's one of those guys that have one of those fat heads. I love that. It's great.
Crusaders will go for it on 4th down because, honestly, why not?
A pass long and deep. And it is incomplete. Kind of a Sonny Jurgensen toss. Not the cleanest thing you ever see.
Billy Kilmer.
Got to go deep on the depth chart to find the defenders here for the Raiders. It was Jose Mateo and Guarianix Negron playing defense there.
Glad you do that first, man.
But 11.2 seconds left, guys, and I think the Raiders will be happy with this one. 35-7 victory. They pretty much thoroughly outplayed Groton-Dunstable on every side of the ball.
Well, I think Tom realizes that, I think all that he'd like to see out of his team right now is just steady improvement. If you're at this position of the schedule and you got these games coming up, I think that's the way to do it. And here was another step. Here was another step towards that tonight.
They'll take the win. They go to 3-4. Play Worcester South next week, which should be another win. And we'll see what happens from there.
Once again, many thanks to all of our sponsors, our underwriters, and there they are, commentators. Yours truly was Nate Glennie. We mentioned was doing work tonight, as well as Travis, all over the place. Hatch's bowling show. Not that show. It's a great show.
And again, all of the fantastic camera operators tonight. Great work as always.
Yeah, sure.
And before we let you go, folks, we do want to mention one more time. Next Saturday, it'll be a 2 o'clock kickoff at Elliott Field. It will be senior day for the Fitchburg State University Falcons. And then we'll be back here at Crocker just as soon as they tell us. It'll be either November the 2nd or the 9th. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I believe that is correct. Yep.
And of course, we've got, don't forget, Breakfast with the Band, Sunday before Thanksgiving, November the 18th. And we also have, of course, the Thanksgiving Day. Set your calendars, it's coming. We'll see you then.
Unbelievable.
But for Dave Clark and Mike Flynn, I'm John Gruberty saying thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again next time. The Red Raiders get a win on homecoming right here on FATV.